Modified Rabbit here, doing my daily minute plus today video, and I'm gonna be getting a shower here in a minute, but I gotta go to the doctor today because I procrastinated and didn't go the rest of this week, so gotta go today or I have to wait another week, and I don't know, to be honest, I might end up procrastinating again and not going because leaving the house is just a big horrible thing anymore. But so I was just gonna show you my dread space stuff I was working on today, but I also was like yesterday I've seen so many like posts and stuff because of like the International Women's Day, like all either the men's posts like being like, well, why, what about this, or why do we need this, or women's posts talking about that, men saying that, or seeing comments on posts that are addressing that issue, saying, oh, men don't need an International Men's Day and nobody needs, they don't need that stuff, or trying to pretty much put down men or put down women, and it's like, why are you guys doing that? Like, shut up. Like, just be blunt. Just be like, shut up. Like, everybody that's doing that, just shut up. Like, why can't someone have a day for themselves? I don't care, like, Women's Day, cool, special day for women. Men's Day, cool, special day for men. Or, you can treat every day like you're a fucking special person and, treat yourself nice, every day, or treat everybody nice every day. I don't know. Whichever. But, like, I don't see the problem with it, and I don't, like, I'm LGBT, like, I'm in a same-sex relationship. I've been treated bad by straight people. I've been treated great by straight people. And I don't understand the whole, well, straight people can't have a parade because being straight, blah, blah, blah. I don't care if straight people have a parade. They can go have a parade if they want, being proud of being straight, as long as they're not bashing another group of people in order to, lift themselves up or anything, or bashing another group of people in general. Fucking have a parade for yourself. If you as a singular person want to have a parade for yourself for any reason whatsoever, as long as it is just being like, hey, I'm proud of being me for whatever reason. I'm like, I like having long hair. I like having piercings. I like the fact that I am kind of effeminate, or whatever, like, that you like about yourself, as long as you aren't flat out being all like, I like this because it's better than this, like, go ahead and have your goddamn parade. Or, I don't see a problem with it, so why does everybody else have a problem with it? I know, like, oh, well, they're not oppressed, type thing. I don't care if straight people aren't oppressed like gay people are or anything like that. I'm using that as an example because that one's one that actually does affect me, and like, I don't care if they're not oppressed, as long as they're not going, oh yeah, I'm so proud of being straight because I'm not gay and that's weird, type thing. That's not what we're doing when we're like, I'm so proud of being, LGBT, because I'm not straight, because that's gross, type thing. We're not doing that. And as long as somebody else isn't doing that, then cool. And you can't decide what someone else is doing it for unless they're flat out saying, or have been saying at any point, this is what I don't like, LGBT, or don't like this or whatever, like, really, like, they're flat out like that, and then they go and have a parade for being straight, or whatever gender they are, or anything like that, then yeah, you can safely assume that. But I've seen so many people just make the assumption just because, it's like, it's okay to be proud of who you are, like, for any reason whatsoever. It's okay to be proud of who you are, and it's okay to celebrate that, and as long as you're not being a douche to other people about who they are, who cares, you know? And if you have to like put someone else down in order to make yourself feel better, then yourself isn't that great now, is it? So that's the same thing with, you know, comments in the past couple days of I've seen more. I mean, I've seen them often anyways, more of the mansplaining. Oh, you're mansplaining, or you're, you know, like you're a male, or you're a, you know, cis male. I've seen people like attacking each other over that stuff, and it's like, if that's your main argument, like if that's your main thing to go to in an argument, especially if it has nothing, that argument has nothing to do with like gender or anything like that, then you're just being a douchebag, and you're being either sexist, racist, whatever the hell it is that you're using against that person for being, you know, who they are and something that they can't help, and being all like, well, you're this, so you're not allowed to talk about this, or you're not, you know, whatever you say is just irrelevant now. And it's like, that's not how things work, and that's not how proper rational argument works. You actually, if you disagree with what they say, if you absolutely insist on insulting them because you think what they're saying is really horrible, because some people do say some really horrible things and they're really wrong and awful, then fine. But also, at least include some actual freaking intelligent argument with that, instead of just going, well, you're a dude, or you're straight, or you're cisgender, or you're white, or you're, you know, whatever. And just like, instead of saying that and that's it, at least come up with intelligent argument to argue with them. Because, you know, if that's your only thing, then you've got nothing, and you're not making any point whatsoever. You're just being sexist, racist, whatever, because you're literally being rude to them based on their gender or race, and saying that they aren't allowed to do something based on their gender or race, and that's it. Like, that's it. That just makes you look like an asshole. And that's like no better than the people that you're fighting. That's why I'm like, I don't go around hating on, you know, straight people or anybody that, you know, is not LGBT. You know, it's like, not all of them are horrible. Some of them are horrible, you know, like but there's some really horrible people in the LGBT community, and there's some that aren't and that are amazing. So yeah. So this ended up being going to be a really long video today, just because of that rant. I really needed to get it out, because it's like, I'm really tired of people like hating on each other for something that they literally cannot help. Like, you were born that way or something, you know, like, you can't help that. Why are you using that against somebody in an argument when the argument has pretty much nothing to do about that? Like, you know, politics or anything like that. It's like, yeah, well, it might like sidestep have something to do with it sometimes. It's like factual arguments, like, you argue facts with facts, or if they have an opinion, you know, you give them a proper opinion to be like, hey, but this isn't true. Not, hey, well, you're a dude, so whatever you say isn't true. Or, oh, you're mansplaining. What's that have to do with anything? Just because a dude is explaining something doesn't mean you can just disregard it, because I don't go around saying, oh, you're womansplaining anything, you know, type thing. But like, it's like, I don't go and make those kind of assumptions about people. What I will make an assumption about someone is based on what they're actually saying, not based on their gender, race, etc. Because everybody of all gender, races, all walks of life have all walks of life. Like this, all sorts of people have been through all sorts of things. So it's like, you know, you don't know if that, you know, straight person has had any sort of other issue that they've been discriminated against over. You don't know if that white person is in the LGBT community and actually is still by the, like, literally has laws by our government that is discriminating against them. You know, like, you don't know that person, you know? So stop basing your stuff around things that they can't help, that, you know, like their skin color or their gender or, you know, orientation or anything, and base it on facts. But now I'm just looping around to things because I'm babbling. So On to the nice fun part. If you didn't like that part, I assume you'll probably end up skipping to this part. Anyways, so show you my work for the day. This is the dread stuff. This is what I start out with, the dread hair. Actually, this kind is very sleek. I'm not usually very fond of the white because it's actually doesn't take to heat very well. So I'm going to end up having to like steam the crap out of this. So I put it in here. There's a lot of markings from other crafty projects, but I put it in here and then I back comb it like till it's all floofy like what's over there. And then I haven't gotten to the other parts yet because I like to back comb everything and get it all fluffy and ready, and then twist and steam them all in a row type thing. So that's, yeah. But that is just what I work with over here. But I have a tote that is, there's one back there that's full of dread hair. There's a little slot over here that's full of dread hair, but there's a tote back there, and then there's 2 drawers, like a drawer tote, and the 2 top little drawers are full of like charms and stuff, kind of like, like these little things. I painted them, and yeah, or these tiny little stars that I'm gonna be putting in my dreads when they're done, and some of these stretchy string, but yeah. So that's my work for today, and I guess that was more of the 1 minute part. The rant was a little unexpected, so but yeah, I need a shower. I have to go to the doctor today, or I have to try to go to the doctor today. I also need to go to the chiropractor because my back hurts really bad, so that's why I don't have my piercings in, because of the shower thing and whatnot. So and just sometimes I like to take them out occasionally for the night, which is rare, but it happens. But yeah, I have to do stuff today. Boo. That's not just normal work. I have to go out of the house. So I don't know who else doesn't like going out of the house, but ever since I've been like so cooped up in the last couple of years, like having to do my work has been in the house the last couple of years, and that's it. And so now I'm like just total recluse. Like, I don't want to leave the house ever. And it's like anxiety leaving the house by myself. Like, if I want to go to the store in the middle of the night, I'm like, ask my partner, I'm like, you want to go with me? You want to go with me to the store? He's like, no. I'd be like, I don't want to go by myself. I have to, like, this is just please. And a lot of the time it works, but sometimes it doesn't, and I have to go by myself anyways. But yeah, so yeah, I guess I better stop the video. That's my 1 minute plus for today. It's more like 5-10 minutes. I'm sorry. Bye.